Hi, this is part 5 of the bone rigging lesson. If you aren't able to get your character properly rigged, you should package it up using Gather Media, upload it to our shared cloud storage, and then send me an email and let me know that you need some help. The project that you'll be sharing in the discussion forum is showing your character dancing to some music for approximately 15 to 30 seconds. For the background, you can just use an image file, or you can draw a background using the tools in the software. And you'll need to get a music clip that's anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds long. Your best bet is to use music files that are royalty-free, and you can get those kinds of files at websites such as freesound.org. I also provide links to free download sites if you check in the resources category in the Moodle classroom. And you can pause the video if you need to take your time and read through what's written there. Okay, let's go through a dry run of how to move all these bones in your character. First off, when you get this project set up, you need to start with a new blank file. Don't just open up your rigged character file. You want to preserve that as your original. Okay, so start a new blank file and then just go to File, Import, Moho Object, and locate your rigged character file on your computer, click it and click Open. And then you'll have to select it and click OK. And while on frame 0, you can resize your character to fit whatever scenery you're going to pick. And so I can go over to Transform Layer, and let's say that my character should be, I don't know, about this big, and say I want him a little bit closer here to the bottom of the stage area. It may be the case that your character was smaller starting out, but you need it to be larger for fitting with the environment that you choose, so that's fine too. You can size it up. Now I'd like to call your attention to the auto freeze keys down here. I'm going to recommend that you turn this off. Auto freeze keys serves a similar function to when you go up here and you click on animation and add keyframe, and it's extremely useful when you have some experience in animating a character this complex. But I think that when you're just learning, you're probably better off not using this. For now, we'll make use of freeze pose instead. Now I've zoomed in for a moment, and I just want to show you that for this project, we're also going to change the origin point of the character. So click on Set Origin, and then click at the bottom of the feet in between them, in the middle, like where the whole center of the body would be. So just place the point of origin right about there. I think this will help you in terms of working with this as a dancing character. For this project, you're going to include the fade in and the fade out that you created a few days ago. We won't put that in right now, but keep in mind that the fade in was a duration of 2 seconds. So 2 seconds is at frame 48. And this is where we're going to start out with the character. And the first thing that we want to do is freeze its pose at frame 48. We go up to Bone and Freeze Pose. And then you'll see what the keyboard shortcut is for that here. So Control F is Freeze Pose. If you don't have a lot of your timeline showing down here, go ahead and pull that up so that you can see all of the keyframes that it created here. There's a whole mess of them. Well, I should clarify that. There's a mess of them showing up here on my screen, and for good reason. So looking over here at the little icons, there's, let's see if I can get these flags to show up here. Bone angle, bone translation, and bone scale. The next set is going to show the same information except that it's for the selected bone, angle, bone translation, and bone scale. What that means is that there's a bone over here in my character that is selected. So it's going to show the keyframe information for a selected bone or bones. The next three, it's because a bone or more than one bone over here was assigned a color. Now if I were to go up here to edit and choose select none, the red ones went away, okay? Because no bone is selected right now. Yes, it's confusing until you get used to it, and then you really appreciate having all of that information down there in the timeline. So for now, be aware that when working with a character rigged with so many bones, you'll be seeing a whole lot more keyframes down there in the timeline. I paused the video just now to locate what bone or bones may have been colored in blue so that I wouldn't have that showing up down there. Assigning colors to bones can be really helpful, and let me just show you how it's done, but we won't bother with that. There's plenty of new information that you're learning right now. But if I click here on a bone and then look up here, they all start out as plain, so I can assign it a color. All right, so if I pick purple, and then, well, what do you know? It's showing information for the purple bones now. You see? And if I go back up here and put this back on plain, no color assigned, then they went away. So down the road, when you're an expert in using bones with this software, I think you're going to see how incredibly useful it is to assign colors to bones. Okay, well, that was kind of a lot of new information. I think I'll split this up and I'll continue in the next video.